ఇప్పుడు చూడు అది
Sir, continue, sir.
Good morning to all of you. The course Adaptive Software Engineering, the course code 22CS 2119R. Till now you have seen the concepts of Adaptive Software Engineering session 1, session 2, session 3. Now let us start the remaining sessions of course outcome 1. My name is Dr. K.V.D. Kiran, working as professor in Department of CSC. So let us start the session 4. The topic name which we are going to explain in the present class is specialized process models. The aim of the session, what we are going to study in the specialized process model, the objectives. We are going to show or demonstrate the specialized process models, the component based development model, the formal methods model, aspect oriented software development model, and the unified process models. These are the main objectives which are present in this PPT. When you have complete this entire session, you are going to learn, the students are going to learn at the end of the session what are the specialized process models and what are the phases of unified process. Now, specialized process models in software engineering, as the name suggests, specialized means there is something special in those models compared to the models which we have discussed. As in the initial stages we are having the rigid models which are the waterfall life cycle model, where all the requirements are going to be gathered in advance and then we move to the next phase. And like that we are going to see, once the entire project has been completed, again if there are any modifications, it is going to be started from the starting onwards. Later we move to the next phase which are called as the linear models, the incremental models, where you are going to see some part is where the customer is going to be involved in some means. Now it is also a rigid model. Now we are going to move to the next model which are called as the specialized process models. Here we are going to use many of the characteristics unlike conventional models. However, there are different models that are present in the chosen specialized. They include component based development model, formal methods model, aspect oriented software development model. These are three specialized process models which are present in the software engineering. Let us see the first model which is called as the component based development model. Here in the component model, what it is having is, it is almost having the characteristics of spiral model. Then what is the speciality that is present in the component based development model? The speciality that is present is, objective is reusability. Reusability of the model or the phase is going to be present in the component based development model. So this is the speciality that is present in the component based development model. Now what do you mean by component? First of all, component is nothing but it is a physical replaceable part of a system if you talk in terms of hardware. When you talk in terms of software, it is nothing but it is the amount of code that has been developed for the comprising of the module can be called as a component. So here how the reusability is going to happen is going to be studied in the component based development model. For that we are going to have different steps. The available component based products are researched and evaluated for the application domain. Means here how research is going to be happen, how those components are going to be identified, they are going to be done, then it is going to be evaluated based on the application which has been selected. For example, if you are going to use a product called as library management system, in that what are the products that are present, first we need to identify, then we are going to evaluate them based on the question which we are going to ask. Once all the modules have been identified for the library management system, integration issues are going to be considered. So all these components are going to be integrated once the entire project has been completed. When we are going to integrate all the modules, there may be a chance of obtaining an errors. So those errors are going to be identified and reusability component is going to be considered. The third one, A software architecture is designed to accommodate all these components which are present in the development of a software, and the components are integrated into an architecture which makes the product final. And finally, once it has been ready, then we are going to test the software, whether the software is working properly or not, whether the software is having any errors or not, whether the software is going to ensure the proper functionality is going to be done. So in this component based development model, my dear students, which is going to help us to document all the savings in the project, which saves the cost and which saves the time. The second model which is present in the specialized process model is the formal methods model. Now in the formal methods model, what are the activities that are present? Let us see now. And what is the speciality that is present in the formal methods model? Dear students, first of all, it enables the software engineer to specify the project, to develop the project, to verify the project by applying some mathematical notations. So the mathematical specifications of the computer software is going to be included in this particular model. This is the speciality which is present in the formal methods. When we are going to use this model, what is the advantage that is present? The ambiguity is going to be reduced. What do you mean by ambiguity? The doubt that is present when developing a project is going to be reduced. Incompleteness of a project is going to be solved. Means if the project has not been completed, how we need to make that project complete, what are the steps that are present is going to be identified, and inconsistency is also going to be discovered and corrected. So what do you mean by inconsistency?
దయచేసి ఏమనుకోవద్దు, నేను సజెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను.